Hey there to our 179 subscribers, our future subscribers, and all the people that secretly watch us without subscribing. So I had plans for today, and plans changed because I was going by the hardware store, and I was like, oh, I need to get the stuff to fix my screen door, because even though my screen door is not old, I had people abuse it and had a dog run through it, and so it needs repairs. And I thought, might as well record my attempt at fixing it, because I've never fixed a screen door before. In fact, this was the first one I've ever installed. And so, yeah, I used to have those kind that you just walk through and they close themselves, like the cloth things. And I had people destroy 3 of them for me. And so my husband was nice enough to get me the only screen door that the hardware store had, like about 1.5 years ago. And it's destroyed now. So, let me show you. So first of all, that part up there does not work. If you sit there and you go to push this, it just slams shut. And also the little thing on it that holds the door open doesn't work. I've tried adjusting it, and that lasts about 5 seconds. And then the dog tore at it, knocked this loose, and then he forced his way through it and literally destroyed it. So I bought some screen. I bought the new RAM, or whatever you want to call it. I also bought the new this thing here, because somebody was nice enough to flip it that way and then slam the door and bend it to where it's not usable. And so I thought, well, I'll just do that while I'm at it, because that was only like $4 for that part. And so, yeah, that's the plan. I did wait a little late to get started on this, and I've got all the lights on and the curtains open, so hopefully there'll be enough light. I wish I would have started earlier, but I just kept procrastinating. But so here's the door. It's laying on the floor, and it's going to have a lot of, I don't know if you can tell on the video, but it's got a lot of cleaning needing done. And thankfully, I don't have to work to get this part started. But I guess you're supposed to just gently pull. So that's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to try and reuse it since it's not really old. And it seems to be coming out fairly easy. And I'm guessing once it's out, the screen will just lift out. So let me set this camera up on the tripod. And just so you know, on mine it says to reuse this if possible. I don't even know if you can see me. I'm out here somewhere. It says to reuse this if possible, because it's already stretched and softened or something like that. And so it'll be easier to put back in if it doesn't fall apart. So that's the plan. Oh no, the power just went out again. Well, you're just gonna have to watch me do this in the dark, I guess. Although technically, I'm just going to turn the camera off, because I'm going to remove this part and clean this. And hopefully the power will be back on by the time I'm done with that. Good thing my camera doesn't require power other than batteries. So, be back soon. So I got the whole thing cleaned up, laid the screen on it, put clamps everywhere except for the bottom, because I'm going to start on the bottom, even though they say to start on the side, but I'm not exactly sure where that piece starts, so I'd rather start with a piece that I know where it goes as soon as I grab it. And hopefully I can do this, since I'm half blind. But you never know. I might be able to get it done even though I can't see what I'm doing. So I've got this tool here, And one side is flat. The other side has like kind of a groove on the inside. I'm supposed to use the grooved side to do this. Valuable lesson from the future. I found out that I was supposed to use the skinny part to push the screen in before I push the black part in. So make sure you do that and don't do what I did. And I left the screen a little bigger than I needed to be so I can have room to cut it off. And I'm just feeling where the old thing where I could feel the corner was originally. And I'm supposed to push it in with a screwdriver in the corner. Although it said a flathead, and I didn't get the flathead out, so we'll see how that works. See if I can stick the Phillips in there. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, well, probably not. So let's just see if I can get this on here. You don't want the screen pulled too tight or it will warp, apparently. And you want to go slow and make sure that you're not pointing it that direction, because you don't want to accidentally cut the screen by slipping off of what you're working on. So it actually seems pretty easy. Am I doing it wrong? It can't be that easy. I must be doing something wrong. Nothing's ever that easy. I guess we'll find out if it's safe once I'm done. I'm feeling skeptical. I feel the part where the corner used to be. So maybe this wasn't supposed to go all the way to the corner. I'm going to pull this back out and get this other corner lined up, I think. So I can figure out where that's supposed to go. Because I'd rather it sit where it had been sitting. But apparently that wasn't all the way. Let's see. Let's try it again. I guess that's what happens when you are working with one that's already part way out before you started. I think I got it in the right spot that time. Just going to go over it one more time, just to make sure it's all the way down in there. And you just do that all the way around, and I'm going to turn this off because I'm not going to sit here and leave it running the whole time I try to work around it. So I didn't stretch it. I guess you have to stretch the rubber thing as you put it in, and so I had to go back and redo the bottom. And I didn't get it completely pulled as snug as you're supposed to, but you're not supposed to pull it tight, so I really don't care. The next part is cutting off the excess, and that's going to take me a while because I'm blind. So just take my word for it that I'm doing it, because it's going to take a while. Got the excess cut off very sloppily since I can't see, and I got the handle put back on. The ram thing at the top I will put back on after I put the door back up. I ended up putting the bar in the middle instead of on top, and I don't care that there's holes up there. I'm just glad that the bar is going to be where I can access it in case I want to slide this thing over. And we have a screen without holes. And now I can open the door and let go, and it closes slowly. And I can open the door, slide this thing, and it stays open. And I also got this little lock thing put back on, so I have one that works again. All I gotta do is remember how to use it, right? No, I know how to use it, just not coordinated with my left hand. So anyway, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and get your friends to do the same thing. And let me know what you think. And if you see anything else I did wrong, let me know that too.